Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Skyshine's Bedlam. So first and foremost, let's go in here, let's put a little bit of power cells, just a little, into bio-research. Just because we're, using up more food than fuel, and I'd rather run out of neither. We're probably still gonna die, probably this episode, but, with the comments you guys have been leaving, I might have learned a thing or two, I might not have, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, as the Dozer travels along the road, you enter an area of rough terrain that appears to be the scene of an expansive battle from before the Barren Age. The blasted trenches and crumbling bunkers near faded and scorched logos from companies like Majestic Industries, Chemisto Burgers, and Pinnacle Boosters. Chemisto Burgers? The site seems to be a remnant from the ancient conglomerate conflicts, when brands were battle flags, and powerful corporations engaged in actual warfare for dominance. The Dozer continues along the road, leaving the devastation behind. So apparently a burger place was part of the battle. Funky. I like the difficulty levels. The last one was just Bedlam. Anyway, a portion of your meat stock must have been tainted by the toxic sludge found in Bedlam. While some passengers merely became ill, it had an accelerated evolutionary response in others that caused their metamorphosis into ferocious mutants. The spontaneous transformed mutants have overwhelmed some of your security personnel and used their weapons to attack the passengers and crew. Defend the Dozer. Rawr, urge to kill. Don't want to stop it. Gonna taste good. Defend the Dozer at all costs. Allowing it to be overrun by the enemy will mean the death of all passengers aboard and the end of your journey. The powerful Dozer weapons are unavailable inside the vehicle, so be sure to deploy sufficient crew to repel all invaders. Okay, so first and foremost, we're bringing Crowbar. And we should probably take him out. I mean, honestly, Crowbar is all the damage we need. I'll bring him. And I'll bring Constance. We'll see how this goes. Permadeath is a real thing. Yep. Yeah, it is. This game is brutal. And I mentioned it earlier with your guys' comments. You guys do not hold back on this series. I am floored by the sheer amount of people who think I am wrong about everything in this series, and I'm trying. I'm working on it. All right, whatever. So we've got a fair amount here. Luckily, we don't have any resources. They also don't have any HP. Well, this is cool. Okay, so first and foremost, can she make it there? The answer is no. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to move behind cover. Here's the question. Can we shoot from behind cover? No. We can't shoot from behind cover. That seems okay with me, actually. They get extra HP per round, don't they? Well, that could be a problem. Crowbar, you might want to get in here. And soon. Oh, right. Crowbar is massive. Are you... Are you... So these are snipers. I'm gonna go say hi. I don't like this game right now. I really don't. Okay. This guy has 5 HP. This guy has a hell of a lot more. And luckily these are both dudes with sniper rifles. So they don't really have much of an ability to shoot back Oh. We can't shoot that one. So I'm gonna hide back here and shoot. We are 5 minutes into this episode. Mind you. And everybody's already dead. Do these guys max out at 10 HP? Okay, they do. Well, that happened. Okay. So, mutants don't have a maximum HP. You know what, that bothers me. I don't feel like mutants should gain HP. I'm totally okay with them regenerating HP. That makes sense. But them going from 3 HP to 10 HP is ridiculous. Like, that makes the snipers just as tough as the melee guys. Not to mention the fact that, you know, headshots are a thing in an already pretty unrelenting game. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, while exploring the area, the crew comes across a large cave entrance. Foul stench wafts from the opening. Nothing can be seen from this vantage except for inky blackness. There are no sounds coming from within. Enter the cave. The crew cautiously descends into the dank cave, weapons ready. Adjusting helmet equipment allows them to see through the darkness, to a degree. At the rear of the cave is a pack of mangler vixens, savage bedlam omnivores. The beasts are all long dead, curled in a large circle on the moist floor of the cave. The dead creatures surround a cloaked figure, sitting motionless at the center. Approach the figure. The crew trains their weapons on the figure and tentatively steps forward. Calls go unanswered, leading them to believe the individual may also be deceased. Then shockingly, the figure stands. He holds a strange object above his head and shouts fervently, "The glorious Gramcatcher, bane of hellified horrors, tribes claimed it and claimed it carried a curse. Fallacy and fable. These withered wretches at my feet prove it to be a priceless talisman." With that, the man convulses and falls to the ground dead. The object rolls from his grasp. It appears to be an odd handmade hoop of wire, scales, and the bones of a tiny creature. Take the object. Glorious Gramcatcher has been added to your cargo. Cool. So we've lost a lot of people. And I realized in the last encounter I might have been able to save myself if I had gone invisible. But only then? I don't know. I'm thinking back on it, and pretty much no matter what, that was an awful battle. I'm still learning. Okay, as the crew explores the area, their attention is drawn by the sound of conversation. From nearby ridge comes a lone wanderer, engaged in a spirited discussion with himself. "The tonka berries, they taste like starlight. The gems are slumbering, spared the sorrow of their undoing. Motor masterstroke, the wheel sisters. Watch the pivots, they come at you sideways." Talk to the wanderer. "Oi, emissaries to the Navigator Prime of the cryptonautic prophecies. Be vigilant of the Underfingers, they will deter the pilgrimage. Only the song can diminish the Underfingers, wither and wane." The wanderer holds out some kind of strange makeshift device, motioning for the crew to take it. Sure. The neutronic tuning fork has been added to your cargo. The wanderer bows and continues on his way, still discussing matters known only to himself. Crew returns to the Dozer. Well, I'm digging this game. It's fun. I just wish I wasn't getting my butt kicked so much. Alright. While exploring a rocky ravine, the crew discovers the ruins of a gigantic war galleon, likely used in some kind of ancient skirmish at a time when mighty rivers ran through the terrain. The vessel is barely intact, and its decaying shell now only serves as a home for skittering vermin. Enter the wreckage. The crew cautiously enters the wreck through a gap in the corroded hull and makes their way to the ship's turbine compartment. Most of the equipment is useless, but they uncover a rack of fusion batteries that still contain power. The crew returns to the Dozer with valuable stash. Alright, that Marginally worth it. As the crew explores this strange environment, they encounter a wandering tribe of mutants. The mutants are carrying a large pair of slain Kiloraptors, vicious Bedlam predators. They're freshly killed beasts, and the mutants' rifles seem to indicate they're a hunting party. Oi, roamers! Dis territory be dat to Socrates, the Magnificent. Oh, Socrates. Cute. The Magnificent. Spake dat you be loyal to 100-horned king, or we be given to penance. Let's pledge loyalty to Socrates. These morts got the mocked. You be on the right side with the 100-horned king. Not many morts spake loyalty to Socrates. We be giving you some of the edibles for that respect. Alright, we get food. Doesn't really pay for it. Let's go for some oil. A recent seismic event has created a large crevasse in the unstable terrain. The rift is so deep that it struck a pocket of raw crude, which has partially filled the gap in the brittle earth. You are fortunate enough to be the first to discover this coveted source of fuel. The Dozer siphons crude pool nearly dry, and then departs before any unwanted competition arrives. That's some fuel. Okay, and we've got a lot of places to check out. As the crew explores the area, they come across a wide path worn into the terrain. Following the path between toxic slag pools, they arrive at a massive stronghold crafted from hardened organic material, and the shells of colossal mutated creatures serve as a gate. The crew's approach towards the gate is tracked by a series of fusion turrets that seem to be extremely lethal. A mutant sentry calls down from the weapon pedestal. Oi, roamers, you got offering to be have an audience with Socrates the Magnificent? Sure, why not? Bah, you be telling on truth. No morts be seeing the 100-horned king with no offering of value. The crew departs the stronghold and returns to the Dozer. Well, that was a waste. Hey, we got a VIP. Let's go see if we can recruit him. A salty old scuzzer taught Abe the way of the gun. Gonna show you unlucky morts how well Abe learned. Alright, so we need a sniper. We need Artema. I'm gonna go with that. Ideally, if I can get a sniper in position, I guess if I go invisible and just start shooting at him, might work. Can one of these VIPs just join me flat out? Probably not. This game is... Oh, shoot. He brought friends. These friends have... You're a Chris Dog. Okay, so who can you shoot? Or can you can shoot the gunslinger. Right off the bat. Making him a veteran. Equalizer. So we could go invisible. Gunslinger, that's a frontliner. Okay. So, here's my predicament. I'm kind of in trouble. Kind of not. Equalizer stealth. Yes. Never mind. Okay, so the stealth didn't work. However, we're in trouble. That guy has crazy pistols. This is obviously kind of a complication in the plan. Can he shoot yet? Can't shoot yet. He can shoot from there. He's not going to stay there, though.
Power.
So unfortunately... we lose. Oh, no, we don't. We just barely win. Is it worth it? I don't know. I really don't. We'd be getting to tribes to give you dependence. Okay. Came closer to killing Abe than any other scuzzes in Bedlam. Maybe you morts have earned my guns. At your side. Abe Hellister has joined the Dozer crew. Great, now if I could keep him, that'd be perfect. Okay, yeah, definitely the mutants are not high on my list as far as fighting in the future. Ah, God, VIPs especially. I don't know. As the Dozer travels along the road, your sensors faintly detect a strange melody somewhere outside. Moments later, the Dozer's exterior is battered by unknown objects and is suddenly held fast. The crew exits the Dozer and discovers that massive purple vines have suddenly sprouted from the ground, and are halting the vehicle in their grasp. Approach the vines. Thick spiked tendrils lash out at the crew as they approach, forcing them back to safe distance. The vines do not release their grip on the Dozer. When they're distracted, we're getting attacked by mutants. The constrictors got you, Mort. Now we're gonna give you the punishment for tainting the territory with your revolting selves. Alright, so he's injured. We've got Abe as our only gunslinger. That said, just pretty good gunslinger. We'll bring these three. We're pretty much sunk as far as fighters go, which is not good. I'll bring 2 snipers. I really wish snipers had slightly better variance in where they could hit, like 3 tiles across, instead of, you know, one tile at a very specific range. Just because, I don't know, I think maybe that's the reason why I don't like them too much. Okay, can you hit? Nope. You should move here. Shoot this guy. Wait, pardon? What? What? 775. I'm just gonna get behind cover here. Just keep wailing on this guy. Oh, right. Of course. Problem is, we're not going to be able to kill this guy with our current setup. Can you move back and shoot? Can you move over here and shoot? The answer is no. Can't move anywhere and shoot. And there's no way to boost my damage weapon. Yes. Oh. Wow. How much did that cost? 30? Note to self, use that more often. Okay. So these guys are all snipers, right? No, one of them has a shotgun. Okay. So that's not even an equalizer. Wow. Okay, yeah. So just throw booze at these guys. That is way more effective than I originally thought. Okay. So this guy's pretty injured. So how much damage do we do? We do 4 damage with this guy. Okay. So with luck, he'll actually live. And manage to fight another day here. Okay. So let's grab the crude and go here. So I'm just going to use this guy to grab stuff and then hug the sniper. Because the sniper can't go anywhere. Okay, can I make it to the power cells? I can. Alright. And I'd like to get the rest of those powers. We'll see. Oh, he's got a blitz. Alright. We've run out of options here. Luckily, I don't need options. I got a little bit of time. Power. It's a while before the blitzometer goes off. And he can't do anything. Oh, he's right next to me. Thank you. Okay, so we lost people again. But we got a veteran unit. Honestly, like, it seems absolutely crucial to get early level, or like early on veteran units. Now here's a question. Level 1 veteran frontliner. So your guys do level up. So assuming you can get them to survive, you might actually be able to get them to level up past that. Yeah, kills for veteran 3. It doesn't say how much, like how fast he's gonna level though. But if I could get him to level up, that would probably be really handy. Unfortunately, heals in X number of days. That's not good. That's really bad for me. I have to upgrade that, otherwise we're pretty much sunk no matter what. So that's 4 days. Oh yeah, we are absolutely doomed. So which is this? That's cyborgs. Ideally, I'd like to avoid cyborgs, but I don't really have much of a choice. We're going straight through cyborg territory no matter where we go. You know what? I'm just gonna hit all the side objectives. One of these might have people for us. And if not, I don't know. After climbing a rocky ridge, the crew discovers a makeshift shack assembled from various scrap, nestled in a crevasse in the cliff wall. Enter the shack. Approaching cautiously, the crew enters the shack. Inside, the crew discovers a rickety structure is unoccupied. Only a makeshift bed and battered chair remain. Whoever called this once dilapidated wasteland shelter, their home has long since abandoned it. Nothing of value is found. Okay. As the crew explores the strange terrain, they encounter a mass of undulating purple vines. Rising from the cracks in the ground. Yeah, we know about this one. Shoot the vines. Can't do it. Okay. So we've seen that one before. We got a lot of fuel, so we're not running out like the last time. But still. While the crew wanders the bizarre environment, they can feel tremors in the ground. It seems to be coming from over a nearby ridge. Explore over the ridge. Let's see. Cautiously peering over the ridge, the crew can make out a shambling behemoth in the distance, having left a path of deep impressions in the earth behind it. The humongous mutated beast, bigger than the Dozer itself, continues striding away. The tremors subside as it vanishes into the poison mist. The crew returns to the Dozer, leaving the gigantic creature behind. So I don't really mind these little side things, except for the fact that it's costing me resources and boosting the difficulty. It's like, let's go sightseeing. Oh, this actually makes the game harder. I guess that's kind of the risk-reward of it all, though. As the crew explores the area, they discover a path burrowed in the ground. The surface is scorched, as if a fusion-powered aircraft once landed here. At the end of the path, almost entirely buried in the terrain, is a vessel of unknown origin. It seems to be entirely intact, despite likely being here for ages. The surface of the vessel is entirely smooth, with no apparent damage or entry points. The hull suddenly begins to emit a peculiar humming noise as the crew approaches. Cut through the hull. The crew's fusion torches are unable to leave a mark on the vessel's otherworldly alloy casing, nor does a barrage from their weapons. It seems clear that the crew will not be entering this vessel with the tools at hand. We go back. Bedlam is notorious for its unpredictable climate. You're entering a peculiar mix of enzymes. Okay. So don't get out of your dozer, maybe. Ahead on the road, you see a curious fusion-powered vehicle traveling along. Stop and investigate. The Dozer comes to a halt and you disembark. The other small vehicle stops and 2 passengers climb out and approach you. Greets to you, travelers of the Great Machine. We're Wotson and Jargon of the Stoic Transmitter Institute from Byzantine. Archeologists of the inconceivable, exploring the dimensional bleeds of Bedlam in search of the ancient others and intriguing anomalies. We've been charting the bleeds when we engaged in a discussion with a rather eccentric tattooed wanderer who snatched our diagram away and scampered into the Crimson Dunes while chattering incoherently. A significant setback to our research, I can assure you. Invite them to our Dozer. A tempting proposal, but we must attempt to locate and reacquire our map of the dimensional bleeds. It was critical to our research. Good journeys to you, intrepids. You return to the Dozer, leaving the archaeologists to their research in Byzantine. I needed that stuff. I don't even know what that's going to be. Well, let's check everything. While exploring a rocky ravine, the crew steps upon an area of ground that makes a metallic noise under their boots. Clearing the way decades of dust, they find a large hatch in the ground. There's a manual override panel that could activate the door, but the fusion batteries that leave the power latch are depleted and we don't have any. Because I'm out because I used it all to try and survive. Yay! As the crew explores the area of scrap and rubble, they discover a makeshift shelter of metal and concrete. A small trickle of blue liquid drips from under the door. No sounds can be heard from within. Enter the shelter. Weapons to the ready. The crew enters the structure. Inside they find what is left of a cyborg, amidst a splatter of flesh, activators, and blue hydraulic plasma. On the other side of the shelter is the remains of what appears to be one of the bod-mod surgeons who perform biomachinery procedures on Bedlam denizens. It would seem to be the scene of an augmentation operation gone horribly awry. The crew searches the surgeon's equipment and discovers a rack of charged fusion batteries that were likely intended to power the cyborg's new modifications. The crew returns to the Dozer with the power cells, leaving the grisly scene behind. So we get 25 batteries. That really is not enough. Oh, well. I can get to all of these, so let's just keep checking. The more I delay going on to that main area, the longer we have for our tanks to heal. After making their way through a rocky canyon, the crew comes into an area of derelict buildings and find themselves facing a group of rather irritable-looking cyborgs. Cyborgs skip cordial introductions and instead immediately open fire. You footed into the wrong territory, Chumbo. You're not marauders, but you look hostile enough for me. Alright, so we get Dens. And Leandra. Okay, so we got 3 people. I could take Terusa. Let's take Terusa. Problem is, we're probably going to lose at least one, if not all of my people here. It says see cover to gain advantage. I really wish you could shoot over cover in this game. Oh, yeah. Look at all those enemies. Oh, they took damage. Right, they're cyborgs. Okay. I don't see any snipers amongst them. So maybe we'll be okay. My worry is the blitzometer.
Crude.
I'm gonna back up. They all take damage the longer we wait. So let's just wait. Ah. Right, that. She does 4 damage. She can totally take out Shotgun Man here. Oh, do they only go down to a certain... they might only lose health to a certain amount. That said... we might have a bit of a chance here. Okay, he's got 7. Oh. Okay. So far, so good. That hurts a bit. And that hurts a lot. How much HP? So first, equalizer. Heal. Second, move forward. Shoot. Okay. Oh, well, that was meaningless. Okay, sniper. Take him out. Alright, so at least we got a veteran sniper from this. Gears malfunction, but we'll be back, fleshers. Ugh. This is not great. None of this is great. That's normal. How many people do we have left? Ah, yes. We have one sniper. Ah. You know what? There's no way I can do this. I'm learning here. I'm learning, but it is so painful of a process that I've lost everyone. I know I could potentially make it maybe just a little bit further, but honestly, if I get into combat one more time, which will probably be within the next 2 to 3 stops, which is well before anybody's gonna heal. I mean, Artima might, just a little bit, but like, she's not a veteran. She's not, it's not gonna work. So, once again, I'm going to have to restart us. Now, curb your emotions for all of these things. I mentioned at the beginning, kind of shortly after and stuff like that, that you guys have been particularly abusive in the comments. Like, I understand I'm doing things wrong. That's kind of the point of learning. So, like, if you're just gonna be nasty about trying to tell me I'm fucking up, I get it. I wouldn't be restarting over and over and over again if I was doing everything right, but I'm obviously not. So, I mean, if you guys want to give me, like, good tips, fine, but, you know, just saying you're a fuck-up Wanderbot over and over and over again is not actually going to teach me how to play this game. So bear that in mind when leaving comments, but I guess that doesn't really matter. YouTube comments tend to be a bit, cancerous anyway. We'll see. I guess this is strategy game comments always tend to be weirdly abusive for a lot of reasons. Anyway, I guess with that slightly negative note, I'm still enjoying this game. I really am. I would like to... Let's hit new run for a second. Can I be a mutant yet? Hey, I can be the mutants, finally. Wait, can I... Have I always been able to be the mutants? If that's the case, then I might just play mutants all the time. Or at least start with them. Because I don't know. The only problem is, healing might be a bit of a problem. I don't know. Or is that just the mutabolic injector? I don't know. I really don't. Either way, though, like I was saying, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.